Nail crew, what's up? Finally, I am taking off these pink nails and I'm doing something a little bit different. Long glitter nails. I am ready, guys. Let's get into this video. All right, so I know it seemed like I've had these nails on forever, and pretty much I have. But if you remember, I filled these nails with gel polish and acrylic powder, and I was just doing an experiment. I wanted to see how long they would last. Well, it's hit the 3-week mark, and it seems like they could go even longer, but I just can't take it anymore, so I'm done. I'm so sick of looking at these damn pink nails, y'all. I'm about to sit in front of this TV, watch Love and Hip Hop, and soak these nails off, and then do a whole new set. So continue watching if you want to see how I do what I do. All right, guys, let's jump right into it. I'm going in with my ASP Prep and Dehydrate. I'm going to put that on all of my fingernails, let it dry, and then do a second coat. I always do a second coat of this. You could get away with one. You could actually get away with just using acetone to dehydrate the nails. You do not need this, but I love it, so I'm going to use it. Then I'm going to go in with 2 coats of my Mia Secret primer. This is a non-acid primer. I do 2 coats on all my fingernails. Then for the very first time, I am going in with this gel base coat. I've never used it before, but it is from the company Gelike, and that is the company that I'm using for my polygel. So I figured I'll just use the entire system today and just see how that turns out. I'm going to apply a thin layer to all 10 fingernails, let that cure for 60 seconds, and then we'll be ready to jump right on in with our polygel and the dual forms. Alright guys, so I don't think I've ever showed you the dual forms that I use. The brand that I'm using today is from McCart. This is the case that it comes in. That's what it looks like. And then I'm going to use the same gel brush that I always use. It is also from McCart. It is the one that has the little flat spatula on one side for you to cut the polygel. And then it has a soft gel brush on the other side. And then you're going to need a container. You could use a shot glass if you really wanted to, just something to put the alcohol in. I've been using this pink container. I got it from Walmart. I think it was about 50 cents. And then of course you're gonna need some alcohol. This is used to clean your brush in between the polygel. So from finger to finger, you might need to moisten your brush, and that's what the alcohol is for. And the feature for today is this Gelike polygel. I've never used it before, but I hear a lot of good things about it. So I have high expectations for this polygel today, y'all. We're gonna get into this polygel, and it better be bomb.com. Okay, so let's jump right into it. The first thing you want to do is size all of your fingers with a matching dual form. So I've already had mine matched out from a previous set. What I do is I have my 5. I know that I'm going to use the same 5 all the time. So I just keep cleaning the same 5 over and over and keeping them to the side. I don't mix them back into the container because I don't want to have to keep sizing myself over and over, okay? So that's a good tip for you guys, and it just makes things a little bit faster with each set. Alrighty, so once you've found all of the dual forms that you're going to use for your set those to the side. Fill up your container with alcohol, and then let's just jump right into it. I have so many high expectations for this polygel. You guys, I have watched so many videos and everyone says this polygel is really good. So I'm excited. I have a nice soft pink. I love pink. So let's just see how it goes. If you notice, I did put the polygel on the opposite end of the number. So on the dual forms, they have numbers on them. The numbers tell you what size that you're going to use. That is the tip. That is the free edge, okay? So you want to put the polygel on the opposite side of the number. Just keep that in mind. All right, so right away, I'm noticing that the polygel is nice and soft, and it's giving me a nice creamy consistency, but it's also like turning my brush white. So what you see me doing here is I'm cleaning my brush off again. I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna dump this alcohol, wipe the container out really quick, and then let's just start fresh. Let's just start afresh. Let's just start anew. Maybe my brush is dirty. Let's try this again. So I'm cleaning my brush off. It looks good. All right, so I have a whole new dual form, and we're just gonna try this again. It was giving me some kind of white, milky, it was just weird. I don't know. Let's just start all over and let's just see what happens. That was weird. Okay, so here we go again. I have my dual form, a whole new, brand new, clean one. And I put my poly gel on the opposite side of the number, and I'm just going to smooth that down. And it feels really good so far. I really like, but you see how it's turning kind of milky again. I know you guys see that milky kind of color. What in the heck? All right, so I'm just gonna work with it and just see what happens. It's kind of frustrating me because I had such high hopes. All right, so let's just see what happens when I put it on. Oh, I almost forgot. I have these cute little clampy things. Let me show you. Okay, so I ordered this from AliExpress. I ordered this from AliExpress, and it's supposed to hold the dual form on. So that way you can flip it over, you can clean up the underside, you can cure your nail and everything, and it's gonna stop the nail from shifting around. So how cute, right? I've never used them before. This is the first time. So, I mean, so far I like them. They're practical. And I guess you could go ahead and cure your nail with it on because it's clear. But I like to take it off so that way I can make sure that whatever oozed out the sides, I can go ahead and clean that up before I put it in the lamp. So once I take my little clip off, I cure that nail, just a flash cure for 10 seconds, just to freeze it in place. And then I'm going to move on to my next finger. And let's see, hopefully this one doesn't give me that white kind of chalky mess that was happening before. I like it so far. Other than that kind of filmy, kind of foggy cast that it was doing, so far I like it. And if you notice, I do have a makeup sponge that I'm using to wipe my brush on. I like the makeup sponge because it doesn't leave any lint behind. So I'm just showing you now a close-up of the poly gel in my dual form. Not so white and milky on that one. So very good. And if you can see, I'm just placing it on my nail. You don't want to press too hard. Just make sure, look, that is so, oh, my nails are gonna be so cute, y'all. They are so long. All right, so once you put the clip on, just go ahead and flip your finger around and clean up the inside. This is very important, guys, because if you cure it and under the nail is not smooth, you're gonna have to do a lot of finish filing with your e-file to just make sure that it gets smooth. So go ahead and cure that for 10 seconds, flash cure it. And we're gonna do the same thing for the next finger. We are moving along. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and put the poly gel right into the dual form. Let's see how that works out. To kind of save time, right? All right, so I'm starting to get that white color again. It's starting to get milky again, which is like, what in the hell is that? Oh my God. Do y'all see? Like, look, I know you see it. Look close to the tip. Do you see like that white? I'm cleaning my brush off. Look, okay, let me zoom in. Do you see that? What is that? It is on my brush. It is on the, what is that? Oh my gosh. All right, let me just, oh my God. What in the heck is this crap? Oh my goodness. All right. All right. Let me just push forward, y'all. All right, so go ahead and put that on the nail. Clean up around the edges. I just love how easy this stuff is, though. And then put the clip on. Now look at the white stuff. It even drips out on the clip. Man, I'm cleaning my brush again. Go ahead and smooth the underside. I don't know what's going on. Like I've used, this is my third polygel that I've used. And then I've also used some gels. And I've never got this kind of white, filmy thing. Like, I don't even know. I cleaned my brush with acetone. I cleaned my brush with alcohol. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm just going to keep cleaning my brush because I don't want foggy nails. Like, what the heck? Alright, so let's move on. I got 2 more nails on this side, so hopefully when I get to the other hand, it's not giving me this kind of trouble. On a whole, besides that whole foggy mess, I do like this polygel. I like it. It's soft, but it's not too soft. It's not too hard. Like, the consistency is perfect. But this, I don't know if I got like a stale batch. Do you see what I have to do? Do y'all see that? That's crazy. I don't know what happened. Maybe the factory that it was in, it was too hot, it was too cold. Maybe it's expired. Like, what is going on? Oh my gosh. All right, guys, we're just gonna make it work because at this point, I'm already invested into this polygel at this point. So we just gonna see. Oh my goodness. All right, go ahead and place that on the nail. Just like that. So the color is pretty, like that nice sheer kind of pink. I like it. It feels good otherwise. It's just that white kind of filmy mess. I don't know. Just gonna dump this alcohol out. I'm gonna dump it out, clean my container, and just start. Like, what is this, my third time dumping this alcohol out? Like, come on now. All right, so let me just shape this up. Shape my nail, flash cure it, and then I'm just gonna clean my container out again and put some alcohol in it again. Crazy, man. All right, here we go. All right. Let me just clean this brush. Like, is it me? Oh my goodness. I'm like wiping my brush off right now. Like, I don't know what else to do at this point. It's still so white under there. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's still kind of like milky. All right, guys, we're just gonna see how this works. I got my fingers crossed. All right, let that cure, flash cure it, 10 seconds like the rest, and then move on to this little baby pinky nail. Let's see if it's gonna do right. Are you gonna do right, Pinky? Let's see. No, you're not doing right. Y'all see that? Like, I am, do y'all, I know you see it. I am zoomed in, honey. That's crazy. Yo, I am so not happy right now. I am, come on. You see, oh my gosh. All right. Let's just, at this point, it is what it is. I'm about to just put this on my nail. Clean these edges up. I have heard so many people say how good this polygel ranks against all the other polygel. So I was like so ready to use it. I have 3 containers of this polygel, 3. So I was like, yo, everyone says it's great. I got to try it. Y'all, I'm so, look, just, it's crazy. All right, well, my dual forms look dirty. They look dirty. Do y'all see that? Like, normally when you take the dual forms off, there is some residue left behind, but it does not look like this. All right, so I'm a little bit aggravated, but we're just gonna see how well they wear, because you know what, if they last for a long time, then I'll just deal with it. You know, I just won't buy any more, but I will go ahead and use up the 3 packages or containers that I have. Okay, so I did go ahead and do the other hand, but I did it off camera because that white mess was just getting on my nerves, and I just did not want to film that part again, so I just did it off camera. After I took all the dual forms off, I'm just using that same makeup sponge and just you put a little bit of alcohol on it, and I just used it to wipe off the dust. I'm using my cuticle pusher at this point and just pushing back my cuticles just to make sure that if I got any gel on my cuticles, that I can get rid of that at this point. Okay, so I do this after every set. Just push my cuticles back, and then I'm gonna go in with my e-file and just file and smooth the surface of my nails. You can be done at this point. I'm just gonna go ahead and file so that I can apply a layer of hard gel on top. Okay, so you have 2 options at this point. One, be done, go ahead and throw your clear top coat on and you're good to go. Or you can add a second layer of polygel if your nails, if you found that, you know, you like them, they look good, but they're just a little too thin. You could go ahead and add a second layer of polygel. But for me, I don't like to add a second layer of polygel because I'm trying to conserve and save my polygel as much as I can. So instead, I go on top with either some gel polish acrylic, some dip acrylic, or in this case, I am going to use some hard gel. Okay. All right, so after I file my nails, I'm just gonna go ahead with this alcohol makeup sponge, same makeup sponge that I used the whole time, just that same one is still wet, it still has some alcohol on it. So I'm just rubbing over all my nails, and I do notice that there is a lot of scratches. Come on, look at how many scratches. Oh my God, what in the hell? Y'all, I use the same file, the same grit file that I used on all my polygel sets, and I don't know, okay, I'm just gonna move on. So here we go. I'm going in with my hard gel. I will leave a link to this hard gel in the description box below. I got it on Amazon. It was 5 containers for I think $7.99, so I thought that was a really good deal. And I'm using this stuff to go on top of my polygel to add a second layer, because like I said before, I don't want to use another layer of polygel because it is a little bit more pricey, you know, in comparison to the hard gel, and I'm just trying to save as much of it as I can. So instead, I am using this gel as a second layer instead of polygel. Okay, so once you add the layer of gel onto your nail, then you flash cure it for 10 seconds. You do that to all your nails. After each nail, you want to flash cure it for 10 seconds because this stuff will move. Okay, so don't try to do all your nails and then cure them all at one time. You will be very disappointed. All right, so flash cure each nail for 10 seconds, and then once you're done with all of them, then you cure the full hand for 60 seconds. Pop that out the lamp, wipe off the sticky inhibition layer, and then just file your nails. All right, y'all, we are nearing the end, and thank God, because I am ready to be done with this set. Y'all just have no idea, okay? So I'm just gonna take that same makeup sponge and wipe off all the dust that I got from filing. And then I'm going in with this gel-like gel polish, and I'm gonna apply a very thin layer to all of my nails, and I'm going to cure that for 60 seconds. I am just gonna go on record right now saying that Gelike Polygel has really disappointed me. I had such high hopes for this stuff because every tutorial that I've watched, every review that I've seen, they all said this stuff was great. I was like, oh great, let me put it in my cart. Not one, not two, but three little containers, and I wish I could 1, 2, 3 send them right the heck back. All right, y'all, we're gonna make the best of this situation because it's October. It is my birthday month, okay? And we are gonna have a great birthday month with some great nails. So this is the design that I came up with. It is a glitter ombre. I use dollar store nail polishes. This one is Broadway, and this one is, it's a unicorn. I don't know the LA Colors. Yes, LA Colors unicorn blend. And so what I did was I used my makeup sponge. Y'all know I love those. And I put a little bit of the polish on one side and some of the other polish on the other side. And then I just dabbed it on my nails, and I created that kind of ombre effect. Now, the set started out a little rocky for me, but by the time I was done filing and putting my polish on, I like it. I must say, the cuticle area is very flush. You know, they're long, they're blingy, they're pretty, they're sparkly. So, you know, I turned the situation around, but Gelike Polygel, y'all got some explaining to do. You hear me? Oh my God. Well, guys, I'm done. I am done. I hope you enjoyed this video and my little rant. If so, leave me a thumbs up, a comment below, and please don't forget to subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video. Oh, and you better believe I am going to give you guys a full update in 2 weeks on how these nails did. Oh, trust and believe it's coming. Also, if this has happened to you, let me know. Leave me a comment. Let me know that I'm not going crazy. You know what I'm saying? If this has happened to you, please let a sister know. All right, guys. I will see you in the next video. Have a good one.